What's going on, guys? It's KRYPT here. Today we're going to go over the KRYPT refresh. We're just going to jump straight into this. No introduction needed. You guys understand what we're doing here. We're going to go over the store items and which ones you should pick, and maybe even have some KRYPT advice in this video. And the last KRYPT review I did wasn't even me, but a lot of you thought it was me. That's a little concerning. We'll have to touch base on that later. Let's get into the store. So basically, the main attraction for this KRYPT season, in my opinion, is Nightmare Jason Voorhees. Now, a lot of people would say Circle Shadow Nightwolf is an attraction since he's a newer character. And while that's partially true, I don't believe Circle Shadow Nightwolf to be the best beginner character. And with that in mind, I don't think you should focus on getting him first. The character I think you should go for first is Nightmare Jason if you don't already have this character, because he is locked to Halloween and that is it. There's no other time to get this character besides Nightmare Tower and Nightmare Packs, which are only Halloween exclusives. So yes, buy this character if you need a copy or want to fuse this man to max fusion, because you don't get very many opportunities to do so. So for buying characters, start with Nightmare Jason Voorhees. Is he a good character though? The answer is partially. There's a bug right now where you can't cast his special attack 2 from a distance. You have to be up close, and if you're not, then it will just fail. Yeah, not a great situation, but the character himself is quite good with his brutality gear. With his brutality gear, he is a beast. So hopefully when they fix him, he'll even be more of a beast. I'm going to have to give him a thumbs up. He's pretty alright. But I will say one thing. Freddy is the best Nightmare character, objectively. He is the best. Leatherface is the worst. That's just a guide. I wouldn't even go for Leatherface if I was you. I wouldn't. It's hard to make that man work. The second character I would go for is Circle Shadow Nightwolf, because he is interesting. I think he's an interesting character. He's fun to play. And at Fusion Level 0, he serves some purpose, but when I used him, I didn't have that much luck. I think you really need higher fusions to take advantage of this man. But if you were going to go for any second character, it should be Circle Shadow Nightwolf. Okay, so how about a third character? I think personally you should stop after 2, but if you were going to go for a third, Lizard Jade would be my choice. Lizard Jade is a solid character. DPS wise and support wise, she is pretty freaking great. She does damage to the entire team, which is amazing. And her components are easy to chain. I enjoy using Lizard Jade a lot, and I used her in my recent live stream if you want to go see some gameplay. But keep in mind, she was max fusion, not fusion level 0. Maybe pick up a copy or 2 of her, because you will get more from either quest mode or random golds from tower battles. Next up, equipment. Jinsei hat, bloodsucker, and revolvers. Just to keep in mind, a point of reference, for every KRYPT season, you should be going for gear first. Gear is something I would focus on firstly. Unless there's a spectacular character, which none of these, in my opinion, are spectacular characters that you must go for. So with that in mind, gears are the number one priority. Jinsei hat is a pretty decent gear. It's not amazing, but it's useful. And if you have it highly fused, definitely pick this one up, because at fusion level X, you get to be saved from dying. Nice. Nice. Bloodsucker. This gear is not that good. Basic attack heal for 25% damage done to the opponents affected by bleed. Not going to work in boss battles. Not in the slightest. You get some power generation, and even at fusion level X, the stat is only going to be good against normal battles, not bosses. 25% damage boost of enemies affected by bleed. So it's a good gear if you're in Faction Wars, quick play, and you have it maxed out. But at default fusion, it's not good. Not for tower battles that are bosses. Also, I want to point out revolvers. This is a great beginner's gear if you don't have it maxed out and you're trying to. Pick up a copy. Pick up a copy. Go for it. It's only 600. It's worth it. But yeah, guys, that is my KRYPT guide. Everything else here is not good. Leatherface, don't go for him, please. He's just not that good. All right, now that we finished the Crypt review, let's tackle some tips and tricks for the Crypt mode. This is just a segment that I'm going to try to include in every Crypt review for any new players. I would focus on hard mode if I was you, because hard mode is a great medium difficulty for both mid-range and people who are working their way up to Elder. Elder mode is still very difficult to complete, and the rewards don't quite make up for how much effort you have to put in to Elder mode compared to hard mode. So I would focus on hard first. Obviously do normal if you're a beginner and you can't complete hard mode or can't work your way up to it just quite yet. So do normal mode, complete it, work your way up until you have strong enough characters to finally do hard mode. And with hard mode, let's give some tips and tricks. Firstly, focus on a team that's stability wise. So I'm going to give an example. I have a beginner account here. What would be a good team for me to, put on? In my opinion, let's sort by diamonds. We need to sort by diamonds here. I would say Scorpion, MK11 Scorpion, MK11 Liu Kang, and MK11 Sub-Zero. Those would be fantastic characters to use if you do have a copy. Even just one copy would be amazing. With him being immune to evasions and also immune to certain effects. He has resistance to debuffs and whatnot. So Liu Kang is perfect for this battle, and Sub-Zero will save you once just in case you are struggling immensely in hard mode. Another great character to use is Joker. Another character that would be sort of alright to use is Reptile. But let's go over golds, because I'm sure that many people are focusing on golds here. A good team to use is to have Combat Cup Johnny and Sonya and Covert Ops Cassie Cage leveled up quite a bit, and use those characters like that. Yep. But another lineup of characters to use is Classic Scorpion or Hanzo Sashi Scorpion, not on the same team because of their stun loops. Mostly Classic Scorpion because he applies bleed. Another good character to put on with them is like Strike Force Scorpion to save them. Unfortunately, we don't have that. We could use High Tech Jackie Bricks for power generation. We need another character that's good for power generation. I don't feel like I have anything in my collection at the moment. But Classic Scorpion is a great character to use. Also, Hanzo Sashi Scorpion could be really good for spamming Special Attack 1. Another good character, by the way, is Classic Kano with Classic Shang Tsung. You're starting to get my point here. I just was wanting to go over a few teams that would help you immensely. You will need to unlock those characters, and it will take some time to do so. But if you just have a few copies of them, it'll work greatly. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And let me just give a big shout out to my YouTube members. We have Christian, Jeremy, Gamer, David, Goku, MK Fire, Warlord, Orion, Owner, Chinigo, Aiden, MK God, Oliver, JD Fur, JDB, Legend Stone, Sammy, Titan Beast, Tolga, Mr. Dragon, Stan Marsh, Tushar, Katana, Plain Punch, Jeff, Fitzmagic, Massive Cool, and Ken. Thank you all for being YouTube members, and welcome to the new members.